NBA2K23 today. Finish up the All-Star game.
And we can't forget about the 99 overall Dark Matters. This season, you can earn Dark Matters from various modes, including Triple Threat Online, Clutch Time, Draft, and more.
There's also Dark Matters that you can earn through new collector levels. To reach these levels, the all-time collection has been added to all new packs in the pack market. Collect 450 new cards from each franchise.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. On the floor for the West All-Stars, T is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Tatum, and it's Garland in at the 1.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Weekend.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Here's Young after the made shot from Davidson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And it's Davidson missing.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
The West leading by 6. Davidson passes to Williamson. Again, the West All-Star.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
Now here's Giannis. Smith finds Antetokounmpo. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Davidson. 14 points for him. Williamson with the bucket.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now here is Smith, trailing by 10. Booker with it. Pass to Young. Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Young's got 8 points.
A sneaky scorer in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
Now here is Smith after the miss from Davidson. Booker outside. Fade away. A putback. That shot off. And the West will go the other way now. Here's Tatum. Williamson trying to free himself up. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Here's Giannis. Yes, that goes in. Giannis has got his second basket of the game.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous. Well, the All-Star game deep is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said, not much. He told me it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Young. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Passes it to Giannis. Lets it go from 11. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Smith wide open. He fires. Here's Ben Carroll.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, because, I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And so Garland will bring it up for the West All-Stars. They have a 9-point lead. And that one drops.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Mason. Feeds it to Ball. Morant outside. It's rebounded by the West. Davidson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Ball with the bucket.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Davidson passes to Mobley, and the shot goes in. And the West leads by 13.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
There's the pass to Mason. Back to Morant. Outside, Ball. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Ball's got 5 now.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
A nice shot by Davidson.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside, Ball. Mason with it. He's against Fry. Mason misses.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Cunningham passes to Davidson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Shep Owens.
One shot. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
The East trail by 16. Outside, Ball. Mason with it. He's against Fry. The kick out to Ball. Morant against Garland. And he gets it to go.
And with the short area quickness and vertical, Morant can get a good look from mid-range anytime he wants.
Now, here's Fry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Takes the 3. And the West hit again from deep.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Some nice passing here by the West.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And here are the East All-Stars now. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Owens passes to Mason. Over Fry. Mason misses. The West leading by 19 points. 32 seconds left in the first. To the paint, here's Davidson. The rebound by Mason.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
To the inside, Adebayo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one of the more active big men.
Ends up going with the new group.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Josh Giddey is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Tatum. Then it's T. And it's Williamson into the power forward position. Here's Mitchell. Devin Booker picking up that last basket.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Now, here is Young. He's got 8. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Back to Booker. It's rebounded by the West. Davidson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
On the wing, Booker. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the West. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Young finds Giannis. Mitchell against Young. Passes it to Banchero. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And another miss by the East.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count it. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
This is what makes Mitchell dangerous. His ability to rise up immediately after catching that pass.
Pass to Booker. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And here's Young. 8 points for him. And Booker kicks to Young. Giannis outside. The pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Davidson. Davidson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Pass to Banchero. Back to Booker. Drops in the layup for 2. Booker's got his second basket.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the West All-Stars.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Mason's checked in. A nice shot by Booker.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Inside. Crafty move. Bank shot. No good. And the East has possession. Down low. Rejected by Davidson. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Now, here's Banchero. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Now Young. He's got 8. That shot, no good. Good D by Mitchell. Tatum against Mason. Davidson. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Davidson's got 42 in the game.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Passes to Booker. And they call an illegal screen here.
We're not even at halftime, and already he's got 4 fouls. Definitely going to have to limit his minutes the rest of the way.
The East making a switch. Towns is checked in. Here's Davidson, and he has 42. Hands it from downtown. 45. Davidson's got 45 points.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Pass to Towns.
Oh, Carl. Hi, Carl. You're shooting away.
Shot clock at 5. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Rejected by Davidson, and he's able to get it back. Booker with no one around. Good on the triple. Booker's got a pair of triples in the second now for the East All-Stars. Here's Davidson, and the West hit again from deep.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Giddey against Young. And there's the pass to Mason. Good ball movement here by the East. Whistle blows, and that's going to be a travel.
Western All-Stars ball.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Owens is checked in for the East. Ja Morant comes in for Trae Young. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Garland, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And here is the East now. Booker outside. Pass to Mason. Back to Booker. Free throw line jump shot, and that one drops for him. Booker's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
To the middle, here's Davidson. They grab their own miss. Lays it up off the glass. Davidson's got 52 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Towns trying to get open. Owens no good.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Here's Morant after the made shot from Davidson. Pass to Mason. Now here's Booker. Step back shot, and he can't bank that one in. Outside Garland. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. To the paint, Towns with the steal. Booker with it. 14 points for him. Pass to Owens. Booker outside. Poked away and stolen by Williamson. Here's Davidson. Williamson, the pass to Davidson. Outside Tatum. Inside, second shot opportunity, and there's the bucket on the layup from Davidson. Davidson's got 56 points in the game. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Booker outside. Back to Morant. Booker looking around. And the call is going to... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
He's picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they could...
And so it's the West All-Stars sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after...
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
1 half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
They've got Young, Banchero up there with Owens. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Smith in at the 3 slot. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Booker against Giddey. Stolen by Garland. To the left side wing. Here's Davidson. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. Can't cash in from close range.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Here's Davidson. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Williamson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Banchero passes to Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Davidson. And he recovers it. And they'll keep possession. Young, clock at 4. Eyes yet again. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight. It's Garland with the ball for the West All-Stars. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. A nice shot by Davidson. And certainly Greg MP has done a lot of damage outside the arc in this one.
He's looked very comfortable from that range, especially when he sees Owens in front of him.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Young, and it's blocked by Davidson. And they get it back. Young finds Giannis. Good ball movement here by the East. The shot misses. And the West will go the other way now. Here's Williamson. And it's the East with the rebound. Banchero's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
It's really easy to understand why this team thinks so highly of Antetokounmpo. I mean, a smart player. He takes high percentage shots, and he's team first in his approach.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
He's been a huge factor in this game, and drives like that show how valuable he is on the floor.
Now the pass to Banchero. Over Williamson. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Banchero's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Tatum. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
You know, we have to see that great Mobile One drive one more time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Tatum against Smith. Back to Booker. over Giddey. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 16.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here are the East All-Stars. Young passes to Smith. Young against Garland. And Young kicks to Booker. Off target from outside. Here's Davidson. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And MP has really brought his A game tonight, hadn't he, Greg? Knowing he needed to face off against Shep Owen.
Yeah, and it's clear that he took this matchup very seriously. It's the kind of game you circle on your calendar.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Fry's checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo. Smith outside. Shoots it up. And another miss by the East. And here's the West with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Davidson passes to Fry. Over Booker. Again, the West All-Stars.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover. Doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Down low. And Young with the basket on the assist by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. And so here are the West All-Stars. Here's Davidson. And the West hit again from deep. And MP has been very good inside the lane tonight. Nobody can stop him.
The size and athleticism of Owens hasn't bothered MP at all. He's converting everything down low.
Pass to Smith. To the inside. And stolen by Fry. Here's Tatum. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Mobley, he's checked in for the West. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Garland. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The potential that Tatum still possesses to get better is quite scary. I mean, this guy has done an awful lot in a very short time. He's a versatile forward with tremendous skills and a work ethic to match.
And the East All-Stars call time here. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they got to talk about it quickly.
Sharp checked in for Jason Tatum. It's Morant in the corner. The kick out to Towns. And another miss by the East.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Outside ball. Back to Morant. Passes it to Owens. Shot to stop the run. Here's Towns. Here's Mason. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
At the line for 2.
Shaedon Sharpe picks one up. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition.